full script with markers. Must be 1,200 plus words. Midnight hook. What if a forgotten coffee cup held the key to a 30-year-old murder? 3 months ago, Detective Sarah Thompson had no idea that a routine evidence check would change her life and solve a cold case forever. 0:30 setup. On a chilly evening in 1996, the small town of Millbrook was shaken to its core. The body of 23-year-old Emily Carter was found in an alley behind the local diner. The cause of death was quickly determined, a single gunshot wound to the chest. But the killer had vanished without a trace. The investigation began immediately. The police canvassed the area, interviewing witnesses and collecting evidence. Among the items collected was a discarded coffee cup found near the body. At the time, it seemed insignificant. The case went cold within weeks, and the coffee cup was filed away in evidence storage. 1 o'clock. Fast forward 3 decades. In 2026, Detective Sarah Thompson was assigned to re-examine old cold cases using modern forensic techniques. She stumbled upon the file of Emily Carter's murder. As she reviewed the evidence, the coffee cup caught her eye. Could it hold any clues after all these years? 1:30, Detective Thompson decided to send the coffee cup for advanced DNA analysis. The lab technicians were skeptical. After all, the sample was over 30 years old, but they ran the tests anyway. And then came the breakthrough. 2 o'clock, rising action. The DNA results revealed a match to a man named John Doe, who had been living just a few miles from the crime scene. John Doe had no criminal record and had never been questioned about Emily Carter's murder. The news sent shockwaves through the department. 2:30, Detective Thompson and her team moved swiftly. They tracked down John Doe and brought him in for questioning. Under intense interrogation, he initially denied any involvement, but the evidence was damning. The DNA on the coffee cup placed him at the scene of the crime. 3 o'clock. As the case went to trial, the prosecution built a strong argument based on the DNA evidence. The defense tried to cast doubt on the reliability of the test, but the forensic experts testified to its accuracy. The jury deliberated for hours, weighing the evidence carefully. 3:30. Here's where it gets interesting. The verdict was guilty. John Doe was sentenced to life in prison for the murder of Emily Carter. The town of Millbrook finally had closure after 30 long years. 4 o'clock, complications. But the story doesn't end there. As the investigation continued, new questions arose. Why did John Doe commit the murder? What led him to that fateful night? The answers were not straightforward. 4:30. John Doe had a troubled past. He struggled with addiction and had a history of violent behavior. On the night of the murder, he claimed he was high on drugs and didn't remember much. But the evidence spoke louder than his words. 5 o'clock. The real surprise came when the investigators dug deeper into John Doe's background. They discovered a pattern of similar incidents in other towns. It became clear that he was not just a one-time offender, but a serial killer who had evaded justice for years. 5:30. But the real surprise is coming. The revelation shocked the community. John Doe had been living among them, undetected for decades. The police launched a new investigation to uncover any additional victims. The search continues to this day. 6 o'clock, climax. The turning point in the case was undoubtedly the DNA match on the coffee cup. It proved that even the smallest piece of evidence could lead to justice. The forensic scientists who analyzed the sample were hailed as heroes. 6:30. The case also highlighted the importance of preserving evidence for future analysis. Many cold cases around the world are being revisited with modern technology, leading to new breakthroughs. The Emily Carter case serves as a powerful example of the potential of forensic science. 7 o'clock, resolution. Justice was served for Emily Carter, and her family finally found peace. The case also brought attention to the issue of cold cases and the need for continued investigation. Detective Sarah Thompson and her team were celebrated for their tireless efforts. 7:30. If you enjoyed this, hit subscribe. We post stories like this every day, and you don't want to miss the next one. Tomorrow, the sister's revenge 3 months later. Do not miss it. 8 o'clock. Has someone in your family ever done something like this? One sentence. Tell me below. Viewer discretion is advised.